It's time for chicken out. Break it down.
All right, and we're up and going.
We're back.
We're back
Little
after a
hiatus.
week off. Yeah, a week off.
Yeah,
Gotta,
dude, that
gotta
was
take a
my
week.
bad. You know that was my bad. The fucking night shift weekend fucked me up, man.
God, it happens to us all. I got a new studio set up, so
Oh, so
I had
yeah,
to
it
I
worked
had to
out
take some
good.
time doing that too. So yeah, it worked out for the best. I could have used the extra week to get everything up and running again.
Yeah, but got the chance for the pipes to fucking reset a little bit, and
Yeah, get ready for the long haul for the rest of the year, I
yeah,
guess, huh?
no doubt. I want to make if we can make 52 episodes and we called it quits, I wouldn't mind.
Well, we're getting to at least 50, so
50. All right, I could do 50, dude. The
that's the
people do.
rest.
I got a bunch of text messages. Some guys at work were pretty upset that there was nothing for them to look forward to.
Damn
I
it.
know my supervisor. He enjoys it while he's on a snowmobile actually, and he was going tonight. And he said, "Better fucking record one." And I was like, "All right,
Shit.
bro."
I hope I get this up before I leave for the show.
Oh yeah, shit. Who you going to see tonight?
The Tossers.
Oh yeah, you guys see them all the time.
Yeah, dude, they usually come around about once a year. Right around this time, it's their time of the year. You know, an Irish band, St. Patty's Day coming up.
Oh yeah, oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, check them out of Chicago. Great band.
Tossers. That's right up the road.
Yeah, you're fucking right out there. You know, it's not country and it's not fucking classic rock, but you know,
Dude, I've been to Chicago 2 times, and it was two of the worst sporting events I've ever seen. I went to that Penguins Blackhawks game.
the outdoor one, yeah.
Yeah, and you're on motherfucking Lake Michigan, or I don't even know what lake it is. We're up there in nutsack heaven, dude. It's 3-0 Blackhawks. It's freezing rain, and I'm like, dude, I'm cool with never doing this again. And then 2 years ago, I went to Wrigley Field to watch the Pirates face Jake Arrieta and the Chicago Cubs. Took them at plus 330, dude. And they were down like 4-0. Josh Bell hits a 3-run home run. Someone else hits a home run. It's 5-5. They go into fucking 13 innings, dude. The Pirates score two in the top of the 13
Oh
and then give
fuck.
up three in the bottom of the 13th.
Love
And I
it.
was walking out of there with my fucking single pistol to my head, walking past people. They were laughing, but I was like, dude, I think I had $175 on that at plus 330. But
Jesus, that's a big payday.
yeah, and I was just really upset. I mean, it was fun. I went with the Korchaks and shit. It was cool to go with them because they enjoyed it too. But it was a heartbreaker, man. Because fuck,
Yeah.
I hate Cubs, dude, bad.
And you are in Cub country.
Yeah, well, in Cubs in Cardinal country, dude. So like, if
Uh,
one's doing, yeah, I just do. But I don't give a fuck. Like when the Pirates are playing the Cubs in the wild card game, I rolled right into the grocery store with my fucking Pirate throwback on, hat on. Should have wore fucking pants and cleats, man. But
oh yeah.
I let them know, dude. Go ahead and say something.
Hey, got to rep, man. Got to
Yeah,
rep it.
yeah, dude. But yeah,
So
I fuck
so
Chicago.
speaking of sports, I've got a question for you. This comes at a request of the wife.
Oh,
She
sure.
yeah, she so let me set it up. We're playing Scrabble the other night, and you know, we're we're playing a little bit more relaxed Scrabble because I don't like to get too intense because
Dude, I played with my family one time, and I downloaded an app that would make all the words with my fucking that
yep,
I had, and crushed them, dude. And they had no idea. Don't ever tell them that because
such
they
a
think
cheater
it's
move.
funny.
Well, that's the thing. Like you can play you know, throw a word out there and you can challenge it and shit, but
Okay.
that shit gets intense. Especially, I mean, I'm a competitive person, so I take it pretty
Right.
seriously. Uh, so we try to keep it a little bit more relaxed. So she was trying to check before she put her word down. She was trying to check it in the dictionary, was blown away that it wasn't in there. And she goes, "You know what a vig is, right? VIG."
Oh, with gambling.
Shit, dude. Okay.
You don't know what the vig is?
Dude, apparently my knowledge is lacking. It's not like I'm
Like,
not like. I mean, I'm in the gamble game hard. I've never
you
heard
know
that
when
term
there's an
before in my
even
life.
when there's an even line,
Yep.
but it's minus 115 instead of minus 100.
It's essentially the juice, you know.
That yes.
Never heard it before in my life.
That's probably some backroom slang from the 20s when they were fixing baseball games and shit.
Right. Well, she pulls it out. She's like, "It's not in there," and I was like, "What is it?" And she told me, and I laughed at her because I was like, "Never heard that before in my life."
Right.
So she's like, "Well." She was very upset it wasn't in there. I look it up. It's on Urban Dictionary. It confirms her theory. And I'm like, well, it's on Urban Dictionary. That doesn't really count, you know. So she
Right.
sits there, looks at the board for about 20 more minutes, trying to put another word down. And I'm like, Jesus, would you hurry up? Like, I ain't
Yeah,
trying
you're
to
a
play
shot
this.
clock or what?
Yeah, I ain't trying to play this till next weekend. So I'm looking at the board. I see, you know, I've got two places she's looking to put it, you know. And eventually I was like, you know what? Just throw it up there. Forget it. And and she's competitive. So instead of she's like, you sure? You sure? And you could tell she was itching to put it down. And then she goes, I know you think I'm putting it in one of those two places. And she's like, I'm not. So she adds a fucking S to it, hits the triple word score. And I'm like, hold on. Because now we got a whole different we got a whole different.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't agreed upon.
You said VIG, VIG. Now you're adding an S to it. And we're in some territory here that I'm not comfortable with because I want to tell her to take it off, but I know she's going to get butthurt if I do.
Right.
So, you know, I enough confidence in myself to. I was just like, you know what, forget it, fuck it, have it, and I went on to beat her anyway. You know, king of the household. Yeah, you know, I would have beat her by more, but you know, you gotta keep her hanging around and keep her think she's got a chance. So she'll play me next time, you know.
I like the only game I like that is we used to play Trivial Pursuit every Christmas. Me and the immediate family, my mom, sister, and dad, were all trivia kings, but they can't match the big dog. But the last time I beat them, I ended up flying through a windshield. A little bit after that, so I always remember my last Trivial Pursuit victory as being in a good old car wreck. But
I don't think I've ever really got into Trivial Pursuit. I mean,
it's fantastic. I don't know if you're smart enough to play it, but
get the fuck out of here.
We'll play it one time. Next time I will play it, dude. There's some hard questions on there, man. But
I don't mind trivia. I've just is it literally just asking questions? Is that all it is for the most part?
You have a piece that's got 5 slices of pie, pretty much, and there's 5 different categories.
Okay.
And you pretty much just got to get your pie filled up. It's easy to fucking
fill up the pie. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like trivia crack.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Okay. Because I remember playing that on the phone.
But yeah, that game was fun as fuck. They still got that. I'm about to get back into that.
They probably do. It's probably, yeah. I mean, the people who are playing it, you know.
Yeah. Just try to get that talk to the leader.
Like, a lot of people, it's a fad, but the people who stick around, and especially those type of games, because you know those are the assholes probably sitting by a computer looking up all the answers. And
right,
it's like,
Googling it real fast.
How's it even fun if you're just cheating? Like,
yeah, that shit. Well, you gotta win. You gotta get to the top somehow.
Right, but what's the point in fucking winning if you're just lying to yourself to get there? If you're just like, oh yeah, a 5 out of 5, I looked every fucking one up. Well, you're a loser.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I've never done it, I don't think. But I mean, it's not worth winning if you can't win big. But
but it's also not worth winning if you're not capable of winning either.
This is true. You sound like fucking Bill Belichick, or the opposite of him.
Yeah, well.
But
no, I had to ask.
Going down.
Oh,
you see that?
Yeah.
I
mean, let's be honest. Yeah, they could probably pick up anybody from the NFL, and they've probably been involved in some sort of.
There was some big shot from Pittsburgh too that was named in that. And
what's the address on that?
I think so. I think he was like a part of Oakmont Country Club or something.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
But dude, there was a guy on there, and his last name was Young, and he was born in 1933. I was like, man, that motherfucker's old as shit going down there and get his fucking rocks off, man.
Yeah, they got those girls from Russia. They know, dude. You ever seen their grip?
Yeah. Like Kucherov on the sticks, son.
They'll pull a chicken's head off with no help. Straight fucking.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, I had to ask you about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about today, I wanted to bring it up because I did text you. I think it was last week sometime. It was during the break. We got into a discussion. We were talking about it, and I was trying to remember who was there, and trying to recall the night. But let's talk about the night someone got stabbed at the Salt.
Oh, man, I forgot that's where you were going with that.
Can we talk about that?
I'll tell you this. I was 100% loaded when it happened.
I mean, the Salzburg Inn. Now, let me clarify. Not stabbed at the Salt, not inside. Stabbed outside on the street and then laid in front of the door for mostly the remainder of the night. Man, do you remember what we were down there for? Because it was nice out. It was pretty nice outside.
I was there talking to Zona, and I kept telling Zona that I was from the motherfucking streets, fucking around. We kept listening to Dr. Dre down there, and yeah, homeboy came in and said
he was there. Artie Gerger was there. Fireman Bill was there.
Yeah, I just remember, dude, and this is all I remember. What I just told you, in that dude came in and said someone's out here bleeding real bad, and I walked outside and saw him and just kept walking home.
Well, no, because we were in there for a while. I mean, that was our heavy salt day.
Right.
That's when we were. I mean, for the most part, paying rent there.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
But we were there for a little bit, and those two guys. Fuck. I'm trying to think. The two guys that were involved were in the Salt prior.
Right.
To everything happening. And there was obviously something happening between them. And one left and then the other followed.
Didn't he go to his house and stab his ass?
I think so, because he was like a block down the street. And I think he went to go fight him or something. And supposedly it was a defensive stab. But, nonetheless, he got stabbed in the fucking leg. And then
bitch made pulling out the switchblade, son.
Fuck.
I remember getting home and they life flighted his ass, and I'm drunk as shit talking to my mom. And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Someone got stabbed at the motherfucking Salt." I went home. I wasn't gonna stay down there.
Well, they because he came up. Now he was stabbed. He was bleeding, and the motherfucker opens the door, peeks his head in, and asks for somebody to come out. Right? Like, he doesn't even come into the Salt. He's probably so fucking scared to come in because he knows Brenda's going to make him clean up the blood if he gets any on the fucking floor.
No doubt. I've been worried about getting all that cigarette smoke in there.
Yeah, they might get infected.
So, yeah,
But dude opens the fucking door, peeks his head in, and goes, yeah, like, very quietly gets somebody's attention. And it's like, yeah, can somebody come out here? And Artie goes out there, opens the door, and it comes back in and goes, yeah, somebody might want to call 911. He's out there. He's stabbed and bleeding.
I remember that because everyone was like, "What the fuck?" And then, yeah, I dipped shortly after that.
Well, shortly after, yes, but not right away, because I remember, I mean, Bill was in there and he helped take care of care of him. He was like fucking wrapping the leg up and shit, like making sure he didn't lose too much blood, because he was squirting pretty decent. That blood's probably still right out front of the Salt at the moment.
No doubt.
But no, dude, I remember being in there. The funny thing was, like, the paramedics and the cops all fucking came, and I think we had the door open, and we were sitting there drinking.
checking it out like it was a fucking TV show.
Yeah, dude. It was like an episode of Cops being filmed right in front of us.
Hell yeah.
That was
Yeah,
probably
dude,
that was probably one of the wildest things I've seen down there. I mean,
oh, dude,
you never expect anybody to get stabbed in Salzburg, let alone while you're drinking at the Salt.
Right. Yeah, I wonder what the occasion was because it was a full house.
Yeah, there was definitely a good bit of people in there. Like
Yeah,
I wanted to say it was like Canal Days or something, but
I don't know. Usually it's
sounds like
standard
it definitely
Room.
would be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been.
Yeah. The other, the funny thing is, because you said you walked away and then you were drunk talking to your mom afterwards and stuff. But that made me think that brought a whole different night to my memory. Now that I'm thinking about it, do you remember the night? Man, it was a nice night, but we were down Mark's, and I think it was the three of us. Remember that? We were outside, we were drinking, and somebody ran into a fucking house.
Oh, Rudy was there too.
Rudy was there.
Yeah, we had come home to go to the Stones concert.
Yeah, and we were drinking at Mark's, and I mean, we were there for a little bit. That might have been post-Salt. I don't know.
It was either post-Salt or before the Salt, but I just remember seeing all these fire trucks. I was like, what the fuck's going on up there? And we're going up to the scene.
We started walking up the street, and I mean, beers in hand, we're just walking.
Yeah, dude,
and we get up there, and there's a fucking car. Like, somebody off the road hit a house. Now,
dude, it was a dude and three chicks. I remember that, and I remember Rudy was like, all these fucking first responders are on there, and Rudy's like, taxpayer, I'm a taxpayer, I'm allowed to watch this. I'm like, dude, we're gonna get in trouble, man. I guarantee.
Probably did it with a beer in his hand. I think I finished mine and was like, dude, I gotta drop it because the cops are coming. But we had to check it out.
In my pocket.
We had to check it out, dude. That was fucking.
Yeah, he was like texting or driving or something.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't paying attention because I think he came down over that fucking little bump there and just fucking hooked a left when there wasn't a road.
How to get that, dude? That foundation of that house. Lucky didn't kill him. That fucking house is big.
Dude, just to be drinking at Mark's and like walk up when that happens was.
Oh, it's just a dream come true.
The
I've
timing.
thought about that dude was fantasized about that happening.
Right? Like that just seems like somebody just being like, you know what? I know what you like. Here's a little bit of something for you.
Dude, I've missed the only opportunity because I'm a dickhead. We were at Sheetz one time at New Alec. I got my food, and there was a huge line, so I went in the car to eat my food. And fucking Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang came on. And I locked the doors and turned it up as loud as I could, dude. Packed the sheets and was pretending that I didn't see him. And he's like hitting the window like, all right, asshole. And I'm like going on and on with it, like way longer than it. Like it wasn't funny anymore.
Right.
And I just hear him yell, dude. I turn around. I get out of the car. Dude, someone was trying to make a left on 22. And someone fucking smoked them. And I remember seeing, it was a free candy van. And people were falling out of the car, dude. I was like, holy shit. And not even joking, dude, there was paramedics in Sheetz. And you just see them drop their shit and take off running, dude. It was bad. I don't know if anyone died, but yeah, dude. He got to see it, and I did.
You're fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get for being an asshole.
I know, but it was, Jungle. Dude, that song comes on, dude. Get you going. But just growing up in the car wreck atmosphere, like we've talked about numerous times, it's good shit.
I wish I lived on a better road. You know, we got some snow last night, and I did my dude. Trash goes out Thursday night, and leave it to me to forget almost every fucking week till like 2, 3 in the morning. It's like, fuck, dude, I gotta take that bag out. So I took it out last night, and the goddamn plow truck's out there. And if only I lived on a better road. I mean, it's pretty flat. The fucking truck, I heard it spinning getting up the road, and like I was getting the phone ready because I was like, "Come on, baby!" But just not lucky enough. You know, a little bit more of a dip, a little bit bigger of a hill. Maybe I get something, but it's all pretty quiet around here.
I sat out on my porch. waiting to see some action. The only thing I saw out here before is when them cars were driving through them floodwaters. I was like, yeah, dude, keep going, man. It's not going to get any shallower down there.
Like, yeah, I'll be all right until you start floating away. Then you're,
God, yeah,
then you're
dude,
pissed
that's
because
about
the
it.
fucking car insurance ain't gonna cover it. Get the fuck out.
Right, you don't got stupidity insurance. Because, like, my Uncle Scott told me the other day, dude, stupid don't stop. And I've been using that like a motherfucker, man. Stupid don't stop, and it don't.
Oh man, fucking Facebook's a good spot for it.
Always good time on there. I could never delete Facebook just because, dude, like, well, we'll get into the SSP later. This is what mine's kind of derived from. It's just, I'm a part of the Muscatine community chat, and you think topics was bad, dude. These motherfuckers are coming at people's throats with their real names on this shit, dude. And I
Oh,
fucking
fucking
sit
calling
back.
them out.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, people with low IQs down here, and just, people are airing dirty laundry. I'm like, God damn. And
That's the
it's
world
real
we
damn
live in.
real picture, dude. Like, I know where they know where they live. It's
Like
not
he's
like talking.
banging his stepsister's husband
Yeah.
on the
He
side.
burned
Oh,
on a meth deal, and, he's driving a 1997 Buick LeSabre.
pull
Let
him
me know
over.
if
He's
you've
got
seen him.
pounds of meth in the trunk. Who
Yeah,
cares? Like,
for
fuck.
real, there's shit like that on there. It's unbelievable, man. I
That's
fucking
how
love.
people die. Like,
God, dude, numerous times I've turned on notifications on a couple threads on there, dude, just to stay informed.
I need to see what happens of this with these
I'll
fucking.
try to invite you to it. Change your town to Muscatine one day, and the admin will add you, and then just change it back to Salzburg or
All
whatever,
right.
or Monroeville, dude, because there's heat on there.
I bet you there's probably some good ones around this area too.
I know, yeah, guaranteed. Especially, yeah, Monroeville, that's pretty big, so.
Yeah. It worries me to get into that shit though, because people are so stupid.
It's sometimes it's aggravating, but sometimes it's very refreshing because it's like, wow, I'm glad I like.
It'll give you a good belly laugh one day, but the next day you'll realize where the world's headed in a general sense, and
I
it's
know,
not good.
I know. Like, for real, you did not think before you typed that out, and it's like, wow. Hell, everyone's got an opinion,
Yeah.
and
You all feel
everyone's got
like
a
it's worth something nowadays too.
right. And yeah, like I've said it years ago, Facebook should have had an IQ test for you to be on there. The way fake news is spread on there, the way people bicker on there, it's like, dude, it's the downfall of society. I like posting music and fucking the podcast on there, and then I'll try to make
That's all I
a funny
do.
status. Yeah, I'll try to make a funny status here or there, and but people go nuts on there, dude. I love it. It's just, it makes you feel better about yourself.
It does. It does. Like at least I'm not a part of that circus. Like
Yeah, at least I'm not posting like the politics on there. It's, dude, both sides is just so fucked up. Everyone's so goddamn stupid.
everybody's so fucking stupid, dude.
And just sit back and watch it, and
I hate you, you hate me. It's like, you guys are fucking going about it all wrong.
yeah,
Like it's not the way to do it.
no,
Too dumb to
I
realize it though.
I've had it, but.
Ah, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. So you wanted to get into something today and I already forget what it was.
Oh man, my brain's not what it used to be, so I forget a lot of stories. But uh, I can remember everything that happened because, like, I don't know. I just when I hear it, it's unreal. But I was talking about some of the first times I got high on reefer.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Yeah, and in the hot boxing way, and these are, I don't know. We'll see how people think. I think they're pretty funny. Changed my life, that's for sure. But the first one, I was out with two longtime friends of mine, the Muffley sisters,
All right.
and fuck, we got to be like 18 or 19, and fucking see, I was talking to them about it yesterday, and I had forgotten that we had stopped at Pleasant Valley Inn, and Kelly was going to buy beer, and no one had their IDs, but Katie had Kelly's fake that she couldn't find. And found out, dude, so they started like bickering or whatever. Now, dude, it was funnier than fuck. But anyways, man, we're just hotboxing the car. I'm in the back seat chilling, dude. We're fucking all the burn routes,
Yeah.
Clarksburg, Norrietown, Island.
I'm well versed in those.
It's just always a good time, dude. Great radio reception back there too.
Yeah, fantastic.
And so we're high as shit. And I was like, stop at CVI. I want to get a couple old mill 40s. And I had to have been 21. I don't think I went in there without my ID. So I went in there, got some 40s. We light the bull back up. We're making a right towards Island. You know, your old stomping grounds.
Yes, sir. Green Street all day.
No doubt. And, you know, the bull's smoking. I remember Hey Joe was on the radio, man, and I see the cherries pop up. The cops.
Fuck.
I'm like, fuck. And these girls start freaking the fuck out. I'm like, yo, if I had a dollar for every time I said, you gotta stay cool. Please stay cool. It was like Sam Jackson on fucking Pulp Fiction. Like, be cool, baby.
Be cool.
Yeah, what's the phone? He's cool. Like, and they're fucking shaking, dude. They're scared as fuck. So I was like, give me the fucking bull. So I put the bull in my Air Forces because I never tied the top of them things.
Right.
And, you know, I've taken Flask into Heinz Field in them shoes. And I put the bull in there. I'm like, pull this. I'm like, motherfuck. And the cops are coming out, and they still got the music blaring. I'm like, turn the fucking radio off. And I'm like, just don't say nothing, man. We're cool. I'm thinking DUI, man, for one of these girls.
Right.
Or for, I think, yeah, Katie was driving, I think. And, dude, they're in that Jeep. And the cop comes up and looks at me in the back. And it was like, this better not be open, son. I was like, they're not. Like, pointing them at him.
Yeah. And
so there are two cops, man. They come and look in each window up front. And they were real friendly, dude. He was like, so what are you guys up to? And then I don't know what they said. And he saw the fishing shit in the back. And he's like, you guys fishing? And so finally, like, switched to, yeah, we're just coming back from fishing. But that's when Rock for Life was going on. So I think they were just looking for drunk drivers or, like, the crazier shit. I can't imagine the shit that goes on up there.
Oh, well, let's explain what Rock for Life is, because it's literally, it's an old baseball field that they just built. God, there's probably, I don't know if that stage is up to standard, but I'm assuming it's not.
No, I've been up there many times where the stage wasn't there.
And you just fucking pitch a tent and you go crazy all weekend.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't need, like, they gotta need a permit for that, but maybe not.
Guaranteed. They throw. I mean, I lived in Island, and man, they throw a handful of them a year.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember always seeing them advertised.
Yep.
But so they're looking in the car, like, you guys fishing, so we switched to that, and he's like, yeah, the reason I pulled you over is because your spare tire cover was covering a little bit of the license plate.
Bullshit excuse.
Yeah. And then he's like, well, just get that taken care of and you guys can be on your way. And the cops went back and I was like, let these motherfuckers get in front of you. I was like, we're going to the sportsman's club. So we go to the sportsman's club. I'm like half laughing and half being like, you guys are so stupid. Like, you got to relax. But the cops are even dumber, dude. It had to smell like fucking Bob Marley's man cave. Dude,
yeah.
The bull was still smoking in my shoe. And we get to the fucking sportsman's club, and I look around, and none of us were even buckled up. I was like, wow, these dudes.
They wanted booze.
Yeah, they wanted booze or something way harder than weed.
Yeah, DUI for sure is what they were looking for, especially with that going on up there.
Yeah, dude, and DUI might have been the least. I mean, there might have been some, like, human or drug trafficking going on at Rock for Life. You never know. That place is wild. And then
that place is wild.
The first time I ever got stoned, now I had taken rips of marijuana before, but I never got, like, stoned to the bone. Like, I ain't moving for 2 hours.
Right.
I might have to cancel what I have to do tomorrow. I'm higher than shit. Was with fucking Cody Call and Waylon Rose. And dude, did you ever kick it with Cody Call back in the day?
Yeah, we used to. I mean, he was he was a skater, so he was around. I mean, dude. I worked with him later in life as well.
Oh, at M&M's?
Yeah.
There's not too many people that make me laugh as hard as him. I had biology class one time with him, and Mr. Hunter fucked up his paper, and he just yelled, "You're just an old senile bastard," right to his face, and I was fucking dying, dude.
No fucks given.
Have you ever played the penis game or the fuck game back in, like, middle school?
I remember playing it. I was never that good at it, but
dude,
I remember hearing some of these. Yes.
Dude, the Wilt Chamberlain of it. Like, you couldn't even say MJ because that would be disrespectful. Dude, we would play in the cafeteria, and he would yell it so loud that everything in his face would pop out, and his face would be shaking, dude.
Yep.
It Teachers would be walking, like not even in the cafeteria, but teachers would hear it from in their room or they were on their lunch break, like coming down here, like, is anybody supervising what's going on down here? Oh man, I'd be fucking dying. But anyways, I don't know why. It was like 3 in the morning, man, and they picked me up, and I got in the car, and they had 2 cannons rolled. I'm like, well, I guess today's going to be the day. So we just start driving through Salzburg. And we're smoking. I'm high as fuck, dude. And like, it's the first time I've ever felt like this. I'm in the car. I'm laid back. Loving the music, just laughing like a little kid. And when I get that high, all I talk about is how high I am for like minutes, dude. And you still there, Tick?
Oh, I'm here.
All right, I was like, this fucking.
I'm deep in the listening mode.
Oh,
right
I know,
now.
I got you. Oh my, I gotta get new gear with this tax return. But anyways, somehow I'm feeling good, and we're like, yeah, let's go to Quick Pick, man. And so we're driving down High Street Hill. You know where the steps are at where we walk to the Salt?
Yep.
Cody's driving, dude. He passes out at the wheel. His head hits the wheel. I'm like, what the fuck? So like, I grab the wheel, dude. There's parked cars on both sides of that road. And I pull the e-brake. I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't know if he was fucking with me or not. I don't think he was. So now I'm like, paranoid, dude. I don't know. I don't know if he was they were that stoned up. I mean, they were seasoned veterans at that time. But so anyways, we get the Quick Pick. And I'm like kind of freaking out, but not like talking to Waylon. Cody gets out to pump gas, and I'm like, man, what the fuck was that all about? Waylon's like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. So Cody goes into Quick Pick, and me and Waylon are still talking, and I'm not paying attention or nothing. I'm probably zoned out on a tree. And I just hear, go, go, go. And I turn around, and he's sprinting out of Quick Pick with 2 bags full of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So we open the doors and take off running, dude, me and Waylon. Like, thinking he stole all this shit from Quick Pick. Take off, dude.
Not even in the car, just like, fuck it, leave the car, we're out.
Yeah. And I think he would like pretend for us like to get in the car, pick him up, and dip, but I'm fucking sprinting like a young Plexico Burris, dude, all tall and lanky, running. If I get up to the post office, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he comes back and shows us the receipt. And I was like, I was fucking with you guys. And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, take me home. I'm dying. Fuck this shit.
I've had enough.
Yeah. Probably had $60 worth of snacks. It was just yelling and running with these bags in his hands. I was like, what is going on, dude? I've never got out of a car so fucking fast. I wanted nothing to do with that shit.
Dude, that'll fucking paranoia is bad enough, and especially like one of your first times dealing with that shit.
Especially after we were almost in a car wreck. I was like, dude, I can't take this shit no more.
Well, that's the like that coming after. You got to be like, hey, you were just fucking with me. He was good for that kind of shit.
I talked to him like a month ago about it, and he had just said that he had forgot all about that. But I never asked him if he was fucking around when he passed out. I need to get an answer from him. It's bothering me.
We need the story. We need to know what happened.
But, yeah, dude, that was the first time I was ever like rolled into a chair stoned, and that was the hour and a half that fucking preceded that, or whatever the word is. And man, I was fucked up after, dude. I don't think I smoked for a little bit after that, but then
that would probably turn you off of it. I mean,
it's funny. That's funny shit. Pretend that you just shoplifted and pumped gas from Quick Pick and taken off, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. It was funny, dude. Like I forgot all about that shit. But yeah, them were my 2 hot boxing stories. Those were every time I hear "Hey Joe" by old Jimmy, I think Ruffley's freaking out.
You see the lights flash up behind you.
Oh, dude, you see the cherries and you feel your Adam's apple just fall into your rectum. And just, oh, man.
Dude, you could be doing absolutely nothing wrong. And it, I don't know. There's still that feeling.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you get paranoid, man. Like, am I buckled up? What's going on? Are I got drugs in here? Or am I drunk? Like,
am I going to jail? Because I'm like, I've probably done things in my life that are reason to send me to jail. It's just like, what did I do?
Like, is he gonna bring up something I did in 6th grade? Like, how do you know about that?
How long you been guys looking? How long you guys been looking for me? Like,
Yeah,
I've been on a run for 5 years.
For that? Yeah, dude. Didn't even know I had a warrant out.
Like, you remember that one time 10 years ago you took a shit in that lady's yard? Yeah, we're still looking for you for that one.
That's a B misdemeanor, so we're gonna take you in for that. You're like, what is the statute of limitations and stuff like that? Because I got stories I want to tell on here, but I'm still not sure if I can talk about them in public.
I know, man. You worry about it, but at the end of the day, fuck it.
I'm gonna have to wait till that lady dies to tell that one about music class. I don't give a. I'm not telling that one till
you're doing it. You're doing it.
I will, but man, God, I've never even told. There's very few people that know about that.
I've got some stories that very few people know about, and it's funny because you brought up the penis game earlier, and you talked about how he'd yell at the top of his lungs, get his face all red and shit. Dude, when we were in elementary school, we played that game. See how red you can make your face, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the cafeteria staple. Like,
I wonder if anyone ever had a stroke doing that.
You ready for this out? So this is something that not many people know because I don't want to get into it. But anyway,
okay. You don't gotta name names or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't even remember the grade, dude. It was like third-ish. Could have been a year after, a year before, something like that, though. Somewhere around 3rd grade. And we eat our lunch, whatever, and at that age, you got to line up before you leave cafeteria. They get you in a single file line and then ship you off. So we're in line, and I'm hanging around with all the guys, whatever, and we're fucking who can do it. Let's see the reddest face. And some people had a knack for it. Some people,
for sure, dude.
Yeah, some people
You're talking cherry tomato red, like, yo, all right, man, you win, dude, before you fucking blow an order out.
So yeah. A competitive fellow like myself at that age doesn't know any better, so I'm like, fuck it, keep going. The next thing I know, I wake up with the lunch lady over top of me going, what happened? And I'm like, dude, I was so confused as to what happened. I know I blew something and just passed out, dude. And
did you have any, did you get hurt? I mean, like, like a brain scan or something?
Dude, I felt like a ton of bricks. I know I smoked my head on the ground. It's probably why I've got.
I was wondering if you had like any internal damage.
Not probably. So I'm so confused because I don't remember what happened because I blacked out. What happened? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe somebody hit me. Like, I had no clue. So I get shipped off to the nurse's office, and I'm sitting there, and they're checking me out, blah, 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 and end up calling my parents. And at some point, it comes to me what happened, right? Like, at some point, I finally go, oh, shit, dude, you were playing the fucking game, and you went too hard.
You won. Like,
I fucking win. Nobody else can ever, like,
no doubt,
shut the game down. Nobody's going to beat that unless you die from it.
See, the thing, and this is one real quick, I used to watch kids fucking breathe in and out as fast as they could for a minute.
Yeah.
And then choke themselves out. And they'd pass out, dude. And I didn't believe it for a while. And we were in study hall one time, and I'm not going to say any names, but a kid did it. And I ran up and punched him as hard as I could in the side of the head. And he was still out. I was like, holy fuck. And dude, he got up. He finally came to, but I've seen him do it like 10 times before that. And he was like, God damn, I have a headache. And I was like, I have no idea, dude. Smoke.
My fucking head hurts. Why? I don't know. Al punched you in the head while you were.
Oh, there was a couple. Brad Casey was a witness to that. He actually brought that up to me a little bit ago. But yeah, he was out cold, dude. And I just fucking took one step and drilled him in the side of the head, dude.
Like you're faking it, pussy.
Yeah, complete limp. I was like, oh my God, dude. And I just went back in my seat and got up and I pretended, oh man, yeah, headache, huh?
Don't tell anybody what happened.
Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck, that was bad. But
Yeah,
what are you
dude.
gonna do?
Well, back to that. Fuck it. So my parents were like, you know what happened? And I was like, I ain't fucking gonna know what happened. So, dude, I don't know how many doctor's appointments I went to because of that.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask. Wow, like
Yeah, dude. I got some heart scans and shit when I was younger. They were like, "Oh, dude, there's something wrong with you. We don't
Your
know."
mom know about this?
No.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, dude. I don't think I ever really told anybody because I was like, "Nah, we're just gonna bury that one. We're gonna let that one fucking sit there."
That's good stuff, dude. I hope. Does she listen? Has she listened to any episodes?
I have no clue, but
I might DM her on Facebook.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I probably got out of quite a few days of school for that one, which well worth it.
Well, no doubt, that's a hell of a lie. Oh man, yeah, dude, they thought probably had all kinds of issues. Like, no. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, dude, they were searching for shit, and they were like, I don't know, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I was just playing a dumb game and fucking.
Fuck. Hey, that's a good way to get out of school. Watch me pass myself out, dude. I'm out.
Yep. And I was just like, no, because at some point, right there's that initially you're like, nah, dude, I don't want to get in trouble for it, so fuck it, I'm not gonna say anything. And then it starts getting deeper and deeper, and then it's like, well, now I really can't say anything.
Yeah, there's no turning back, dude. You just
like, mom's gonna be pissed because she had to pay those 6 co-pays for the fucking shit that I went through. And,
right. At least maybe had that old chip insurance.
And I'm just a fucking stupid kid up here trying to make my face as red as possible.
This kid looks like he's in pretty tip-top shape, ma'am. I don't know what the issue is.
Dumbness. Have you checked it? Is he intelligent?
Oh, man. I hope she remembers that. She has to.
Well, I'm pretty sure she would. Yeah, that was probably a large part of my life back in the day.
Oh, man. That's the shit, dude.
Yeah. You know, whatever. You make mistakes, you learn, you grow.
Right. No more of that shit.
Oh, dude. I mean, we had a newborn baby class last night.
How was that?
Man, I don't know. Bunch of fucking weird, douchey, uppity fucking parents in there. Like, it's not my thing, obviously.
Right. All right, just get on YouTube, dude.
That's the way I feel about it, but at the same time, like, look, there was good information there, but I'm just, I don't fit in with the kind of crowd that goes to that kind of shit.
Yeah, you're about as social as I am, dude. Like, someone drug me to that, I'd be like, I'm good.
Dude, we showed up, and it's like, I don't know, it's like she had white hair. She was old. She was teaching the class. It was one of those things, like, put your fucking name on a name tag. And, like, at the beginning of class, she was like, oh, okay, everybody get up, like, introduce yourself to your table mates. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This is an elementary school. I didn't come here to make friends. I didn't come here to meet these people. I don't give a fuck. They could probably get, look, if they got hit head on the way home and it was a good video, I'd laugh at it tomorrow.
Exactly.
Like, sound like a dick, but you know, like, I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to get the information. Let's give it to me and let me get the fuck out.
Sucks, dude. Because you have people that are just way too confident in themselves and like, I this and you know I've been doing and you know and
yep.
We tried years and years to have kids. Be like, yo, I just came here for the class. Absolutely, dude. Because
like you don't
drive me nuts.
You don't think the 10 years of failure was a sign? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I start sweating in them situations, man. I can't control myself. My heart rate goes up. Fuck that.
Now that shit gets weird, and of course we had our fucking class clown who fucking thought he was cute and had to fucking say something every fucking. I just wanted to turn around. He was chewing in fucking class like a jerk off, and I was like, dude, I want to.
Chewing snuff or gum?
Yeah, snuff, sir. He had a fucking spitter in between his feet.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Like a fucking asshole. You can't go 2 hours. Come on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I enjoy a dip now and then, but I can't go without it in a public forum.
10 years ago, maybe, that probably would have been me. But come on.
Yeah, rolling with the spitter to class. That's ridiculous.
And, you know, like in the middle of a DVD, they're showing us or something. It jumps in, tries to make everybody laugh. I'm like, dude, I want to punch you in the fucking mouth so bad.
Oh, dude, that would just, oh, man. Are you going back?
Luckily, that was a singular class, but apparently we're fucking signed up for more. So
Hell yeah. Maybe
yeah,
try to befriend that guy. We'll get him on the show.
yeah, I'll befriend them, and then there won't be a show because I'll be in fucking jail. Because I'll be too sloppy. They'll find it. They'll find him. They'll figure it out.
I bet his name's Travis.
He looked like a fucking Travis.
What? Yeah, find out what his name is next time if he shows up, just so we know.
He was the most oddly shaped fella. He was large. He was tall. He was a little heavier set on the top end than the bottom, and then the woman he was there with was about 3 foot tall or so. So it was a nice. She looked like a fucking egg. He looked like a goddamn turkey leg. That was probably not a great analogy, but close.
Hey, yeah, takes practice.
It does. Hey, we took a week off. I'm a little rusty. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. That won't happen again.
Well, let's. So, I'm gonna switch things up a little bit again here, because it's good to keep everything fresh. But you gave me a sneak peek at the SSP, and we always seem to forget about it at the end of the show, so we always rush it. And I do feel like I've got a little bit of a say on this fucking thing. I'd like to discuss it.
That's right, yeah, you had told me that. But yeah, today's SSP, and this actually branches off from the Muscatine community chat. People are on there fucking flipping because people like to bash on Walmart. I'm not a huge fan of Walmart, but you know what? It's so simple and convenient that, sometimes the best place to go is Walmart.
It is. I find myself there occasionally.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Local grocers and stuff like that, but anyways, they've been implementing more and more of the self-checkouts because you always see people bitching about no cashiers at Walmart.
Right.
So they've actually been like fucking self-checkouts now, dude. You're on camera, you can see yourself in it, and they've actually added the conveyors now, so you can put all your stuff on and use the conveyor.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the conveyors because everything I see is just like a fucking tiny little setup, and it's like, dude, I got so many groceries right now.
Right. You got to pull them out of your cart. So they've been like improving stuff on that, and I don't know if people had got laid off or if there was talks of people getting laid off. And man, people were really fucking flipping out. But to be honest with you, dude, I'm a huge fan of the self checkout. I can bag my groceries like I want. I don't gotta make small talk with anyone. I just scan them and go. And sometimes a couple ribeyes get in that cart without scanning. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Just pray to God that motherfucker don't check your receipt when you pull out. But because dude, their meats, they used to have 2 barcodes on them, and I'd scan one and it would say please scan other barcode, and I'm just like, yep, And now they got
scanning the other barcode. This one's
they're
free.
crazy with the weight shit now. Like I was talking, I think to Mark, and he said he put not a plastic bag, something a little bit heavier than that on the grocery store he goes to. And it was an unexpected item in bagging thing. And I'm like, holy wow, I picked up on that. So my days of doing that at the Walmart is over. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I mean, if I got 3 things, especially in the express lane, dude, scan me, I'm out of there, dude.
So now, generally, I am an anti self-checkout.
Okay.
I go there and I'm like, there's a motherfucking person here that gets paid to do this. And I ain't scanning all these fucking groceries.
Right.
I will say, now, when you go to Walmart anymore, there's 2 fucking lanes open and then self-checkout, which is fucking stupid. They got 30 fucking lanes up front and 2 of them are open.
It's almost like they're promoting the self-checkout. Like, hey,
they're trying to force it. They want to get rid of those workers. They don't want to pay those fucking losers to stand back there and scan shit. Like, they're paying them too much money anyway. So the problem is they leave you 2 open and they almost force you, because it's like, there are times I walk in there, I pick up 3 simple things, like you said, I'll run through, I don't give a shit. But if I'm doing an actual trip, like, I refuse to go to it because I ain't spending 10 minutes scanning my own fucking groceries. No.
Right. And
So I'll take like the cartfuls. I'm definitely going. A lot of groceries too, because I'm not doing the lookup shit. I'm not like looking up fucking
Oh yeah.
weighing it. No, dude, we're going here. Bitch, you know the code. Type it in. Like, you got it.
Yeah, I remember buying a bottle of liquor at the self checkout, and I bought a bottle of liquor and I bought a pocket knife for work, and dude, like this fucking light started flashing. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then somebody's
got
got
to
to
wait for
check your
someone to
shit.
come down. Yeah, so that was. I mean, I will not get booze from the self checkout because then you got to
Right.
wait.
Because that's just as annoying. Because what if they're and they only got one person helping?
Right.
So it's like if they're busy, you're waiting.
Yeah, Sam Walton's got to come out from the grave. I don't know if that motherfucker's still living or not, but you're like, God damn it, it's been 25 minutes, dude. I'm fucking 30 years old, man.
Right. Like, shouldn't I be able to scan my fucking ID here?
Right. I mean, they got you on camera, dude. I mean,
if that's the way you want to go, that's the way you should do it. But like I say, I refuse. I try to refuse anytime I can. But let me tell you, I was at because you brought this up to me, and I was like, dude, a fucking perfect story for this. Because I was just at a store the other day. You ever been to a Five Below?
I think I've seen it like at a strip mall or some shit.
Yep, that's usually where they're located.
Okay.
You have any idea
what it is? One.
Dude, it's essentially a Dollar Tree, but with Lincoln.
Oh, I thought it was describing the Iowa weather the last 2 months.
Sounds right. But dude, Five Below is everything is $5 or less.
Okay, makes sense.
Al, you're a candy fella. I suggest you check it out. They got great candy selection in there.
Yeah. Dude, I've been on a Mike and Ike bender.
But they have a lot of shit, dude. They have, I mean, cheap electronics. I don't know, weird shit.
Okay.
Just a bunch of random $5 items, So we go there. We're picking up a few things. We get to the front, and this place has nothing except self-checkouts. They don't have a fucking register.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They strictly jumped ship and were like, fuck it, do it yourself, we're out. So
wow.
I'm not happy about that because I prefer to stay away from them if I can.
So what
now you're fucking yeah. Now you're fucking forcing me to do it. You're forcing me to scan my own shit. Free labor. It's free labor, Al. I want a discount if I got to check my own shit.
What is the Five Below? Maybe they're going to change it to Three Below.
So yeah, right. Nah, not a chance. So there's a girl up there. She's helping everybody, and yeah, sure, she knows what she's doing and she's helpful. But dude, while we're there, and I don't complain too much, just putting my shit through, checking it out. But this couple comes out, and they're probably in their 60s. And the girl comes over, all nice, all fucking peppy, like, oh, hi guys, how are you doing? You ready to check out? Yep. Okay. She's like, okay, well, you can go ahead and take this station right here. And she goes, you ever used self-checkout before? And they're like, nope, no. Like, no, I'm not fucking, like, it was it was like, nah, haven't used it, have no fucking inclination, I don't care. And she's like, as soon as he says no, she's like, oh, okay, it's real simple, don't worry, let me show you, I can help you figure it out real quick. And it's like, so she's essentially training them to do a job for the store at this point.
Okay. You
know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck that. If they don't want to check out their shit, they shouldn't have to check it out. You should have somebody here for it.
If they don't want to do that.
I mean, look, down the road, sure, everybody's going to be fucking technologically advanced, whatever. But I don't know. Especially a place like Walmart, when I'm like, hey, you got 30 aisles and 18 and 6 are open. Like, that's all you got.
Right.
And you've got fucking Granny working it. So takes her fucking 20 minutes to get through a cart.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but they're forcing it. They're definitely forcing it. They want to.
Oh, dude, it's just a matter of time, dude.
The technology's too cheap anymore to pass on it. It's cheaper to put the fucking technology in than it is to pay those people over the next 3 fucking years.
Oh, so. No doubt, dude. And even, I mean, the McDonald's down here has, you can still order at the counter, but they have the touchscreens as soon as you walk through the door. And I like using those because I mean, I'd rather customize my shit on one of those things than have to be like, I want it like this or this. But now if I can do it myself.
Right. And you're expecting the the cashier to get it right. I can't
Right.
tell you how many times I've been like, dude, don't put ketchup on that, and it comes with fucking ketchup, and I lose my
Right.
shit.
No different than sheets. Kinda.
Yeah, but Panero's doing the same thing. We were in there the other day, and they have like, hey, you don't want to go talk to anybody? Here you go. Here's a screen on your right. You can just touch it. You don't even have to speak. Yeah, it's cool, but what the fuck? You know, look, I so socially awkward at times, and I get in weird positions and stammer and stutter, but Christ, a little bit of fucking social interaction isn't terrible every once in a while.
Right. Now, I'd rather, dude, if I'm ordering food, I'm definitely down with the touch screen, man.
I like it because it's super simple, but man, still, like, it's getting to the point where they're just gonna have it all set up where you don't even have to talk to anybody.
Exactly.
You just roll through, do it all yourself, and pay no mind to anybody else. It's fucking crazy.
That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna create a strange world, though. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to get into the old SSP early, because
Yeah, I know. I get there and I'm like, damn, dude, I forgot all about it again, and I had already forgot about it.
that's definitely a solid one. I'm excited to see what
I want to try to word it. Yeah, I want to try to word it in a way that, you know, you got to make a choice, not how we've explained it. How, you know, if you got a few items. But I'll figure it. I got till tomorrow.
Yeah, you got till tomorrow to figure that one out. All right. Well, we're gonna move from that. I'm gonna get into the Tick's pick of the week here.
Nice.
Because this is gonna be a little bit long-winded as well. This one runs along. He had a new I don't want to call it a new album. It's a compilation album, but there was a new album drop today from the artist this week, Tom Petty.
No shit.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of the times you hit me up, and I hate these questions because it's just too hard to decide. But a lot of times you're gonna do one artist, your favorite artist, or you can only listen to one person.
Dude,
the
I
rest
just
of
be
your
bored
life.
as shit. I'll be like,
no, I know, and it's a great question. It's something. It's definitely something to get into and think about. And he's always at the top of my list. He's always, one of the top.
Oh, no doubt.
Top runners.
Dude.
I'm through and through. I think it goes back, man. When I was younger, I found my dad's cassette tapes in the fucking corner cabinet, dude, and I listened to those cassettes a lot. Like I had a Walkman back in the day, and I was just pumping like side A, swap it, side B. Yep.
Yeah, dude, I remember listening to Petty at a young age.
Yeah, dude, he was big. He was big in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, with MTV coming through and shit. Like, he was making super cool music videos that I definitely remember from back in the day.
What the hell was the one with Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, that
song.
I can't even fucking remember the song. I feel like it's off the album I'm talking about, but I don't fucking know. But anyway, so he was real big back in the day because of that shit. But he had a new album drop today. I'm a little iffy on it because essentially all it is it's a greatest hits. It seems a little.
Was it unreleased shit?
Nah. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm a little bummed out about it, because it's really just a compilation of everything else. It's called The Best of Everything, but I believe what it is, it's the best of Tom Petty by himself, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mudcrutch, which is a band he was in. I think there might be some Traveling Wilburys on there as well.
I'm a big fan of them.
So it's like the best of all of his entire collection. So it's a little bit more inclusive, but still, if you want to check out something from him that recently came out, check out I think it came out in November. It's called An American Dream or something like that. Check that one out. That one's got a lot of like alternative takes, live, different live stuff you haven't heard before. So if that's what you're looking for, that's a great album to check out. But back to the cassettes, one of the big cassettes was Full Moon Fever. And again, that's the one with Free Fallin' and shit on it. So that was one of the early cassettes I got my hands on, and right in that time period, late 80s, early 90s. Music videos are popping up. And then he came out with this album. This one, fucking year is 91. This is the Into the Great Wide Open album, which is any Petty you listen to is going to be front to back, just solid the whole way through. But this one opens up with Learning to Fly, one of the super well-known hits. King's Highway is one of my favorites off the front. Into the Great Wide Open. Love that song. I also the music video to it as well still rings like I still remember it from back in the day. That's the one that actually has Johnny Depp in it.
Oh shit! Okay, I've probably seen it.
Yeah, guaranteed you've seen it.
Yeah,
this is also on the front, probably one of my all-time favorite Petty songs. Big fan of that one. All the Wrong Reasons, Too Good to Be True. But yeah, Built to Last is on the back as well. And one of the biggest things I like about this, it is Tom Petty worked with fucking Jeff Lynne on this one. I get too into it. I'm looking at the cover and shit. But he worked with Jeff Lynne on this one. Jeff Lynne, you probably know Jeff Lynne from the Electric Light Orchestra. He's fantastic. Okay. He was also with
ELO Kicks Ass.
Yeah, ELO Kicks Ass. He also worked with Petty in the Traveling Wilburys. So he's a fantastic musician, helped produce this album. Probably, it's hard to pick a favorite Petty album just because they're all so fucking great, and I love the guy so much. But this is definitely a top 3 for me.
Okay,
as far as everything that he's put out. So yeah, definitely check that one out. Solid.
Fucking Petty, dude. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. That sucks. Luckily I got to see him on the last tour. Went and saw him and Joe Walsh in Pittsburgh. It was fantastic. But you know what? Because when I was thinking about the album and everything, it brought me back to fucking that time we went to go see him. That was one of the early times we were hanging out.
That was the drunkest I've ever been in public in my entire life.
That was wild. That was out at Old Star Lake, whatever you want to call it nowadays. First Niagara.
Man, I remember getting in there and I didn't really know like your crew or whatever. And I got to bullshitting with them. And next thing I know, we're mooning buses coming into the concert.
Yeah, like, we were in the parking lot. You guys are pulling your pants down, mooning buses.
Man.
Bucks given. Dude, that was an insane fucking day. It was wild. We got super drunk in the parking lot. Dude,
real quick, I was up in the fucking field and I was blacked out, man. And I started coughing. They said, coughing. And Mark was like, "You cool, dude?" Like thinking I was going to throw up.
Right.
And he said, I just coughed up a huge wad of Big League Chew, dude. Like, must have swallowed it and got stuck in my throat.
Dude, that's
but. And
I
then I
could see you just passing out with all that, and then it's just sliding down.
It was cool. I stayed up the whole time because I remember as soon as Petty came out and the lights turned off and people started standing up, this fucking lady in front of me had just came back with a thing of nachos, and I grabbed them and left and went and ate them and then came back. That was fucked up.
Fuck your nachos and fuck your $10. I'm eating these.
Yeah.
No, dude, that later
like
that night, we camped right down the road because, dude,
it rained like a motherfucker.
That place is so terribly situated. I love the venue. I hate where it's at. It's so far out of Pittsburgh. It's stupid.
Right.
So you can't go out there, drink, and have a good time and come back. There's just no way.
Yeah, you got to camp.
And that was actually the second time I'd seen him out there. And we camped out the first time too. The first time, no problems. That night was a fucking windstorm and it rained like crazy. It was a shit show. We pitched a tent and ended up sleeping in the car because the tent was just fucking completely fucked.
I slept in the tent as it leaked all over me because there was no moving me. So I woke up soaked. And I was like, fuck.
But we've got to tell the story of everything the next day. So
oh man.
But Kurt has a fucking Suburban or a Tahoe or something, one of those giant fucking SUVs. So we went to the campground and then parked there, and then he took us all over. We all rode in his truck over. And then we were sitting there. That's where we were partying at. That's where we were drinking beforehand. So we get in to leave, and motherfucker drives straight through the parking lot. No cares in the world. Yeah. And I'm listening to bottles popping just underneath the tires. Bottles everywhere, man. I can't tell you how many bottles we hit. And we hit enough bottles, and who knows what else, but something popped the fucking tire. So I think we just rode it out to the campsite because the campsite was that close. We just fucking rode the shit tire out to the campsite. They ended up changing the tire in the morning. They put the fucking spare on. Dude, after a shit night, I mean, I was hungover. Luckily, I drove separate from them. They drove a bunch of our friends down. We drove separate from them and slept in the car, get up in the morning, put the fucking tent away. We're out of here. I leave. You know, we leave in our car. We get home. We're fine, whatever. So later that day, I hear from like Todd and Dina, who were riding down with him. Shit. Apparently, he put that spare on. And they're traveling down the fucking Parkway 376, probably 60, 70 miles a fucking hour. Nice stretch of road. And they're ripping down. And apparently, the wheel was rusted. And apparently shook itself loose when they were going down the fucking highway. And from what I understand, they watched a tire roll past and we're like, holy fuck, there's a tire going down the road. What, you know, like what's happening? And then they realize it's theirs.
Oh my God.
And
you know who got blamed through all that shit?
You did.
Me. And how are you gonna, dude? I probably smashed a couple bottles, but I think the first time I hung out with Rick, I was like clearing the air. I was like, yo, dude, I don't want to take responsibility for none of that shit. It was like 3 years after that.
Oh yeah, dude. I think they were just looking for somebody to blame. And you were probably
I was an easy target that night.
Dude, so they got stranded on the side of 376. From what I understand, it took them like fucking shit ton of time to get home. We're talking like 6-8 hours. And that's after a concert, hungover. I mean, you've got a flat tire in the back and your spare fucking fell off.
Yeah, I thought, no, fuck that. No.
Luckily, they just rode it out and they were fine. I mean, shit could have been a lot worse. Man. But that was one of the early times with us. Like, that was one of the early times we hung out. I don't even think we were friends yet, buddy.
No. There's a picture that's MIA somewhere of all of us.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I shook up a beer before I gave it to somebody, and it was them opening it. And you could see me like smiling, and there's just alcohol flying through the air. But the next day for us, we got back just fine. And we went to old Johnette Flea Market up here in Blairsville.
Oh, boy.
Looking for water bongs. And man, I had to call Mark to get his side of the story. But I remember I was thumbing through like 1970s and 1980s Playboys up there. And I just hear Mark like say, he's like, fuck or something. And dude, he snapped a slide in one of these big ass bombs. I'm like, oh man. And I think he paid him for it. But the hardest I laughed up there was I was starving, man. And I was like, dude, I'm getting a hot dog. Like, what sounds better than a hot dog from the flea market?
Right.
And I go up there, dude, and the guy's only got one hand that's running the concession stand. And on his left hand, he has like the Terminator hand, but he has attachments, dude. And he had tongs attached to it for the hot dogs. And dude, I could not keep a straight face giving this guy the money. I was like, that's the shit, dude. Like
dude,
good
just
looking
like
out.
Interchanging his tools.
Yeah, and if it was burger day, I guarantee you he had a spatula.
Flipping burgers with the fuck.
Oh man, and then yeah, dude, I remember. Yeah, I just remember raining them 2 days, and I just remember just drinking. I remember I didn't have to work that Monday, so I was like, dude, I'm getting punished Saturday and Sunday.
Fuck, dude. They would have.
We gotta find that picture, man. If we could find that motherfucking picture, that'd be something else.
It would be a perfect one for today's podcast, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm checking MySpace, but I know that's where it's on. That's how long ago.
I guarantee it's on MySpace.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm pissed at MySpace. They took down all my music from years ago. Motherfuckers.
I know they took down all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that shit's gone forever. That was some songs. That was like the only copy I had left of some of the shit I recorded a long time ago. But Al, you got a you got a pick for us this week.
I got 2.
All right.
I'm riding the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight and tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. They're turning it around, dude. I don't even know what I picked 2 weeks ago. It wasn't Duquesne. I know. Dude, I bet on Duquesne and the Penguins.
It wasn't a winner either. I'll tell you that.
No, it wasn't. I know. Oh, dude, it was like Northern Kentucky.
It was something stupid like that.
Northern Kentucky Norse, and they got upset at home.
That's right.
But no, take the Penguins tonight at plus 125 in regulation. Then tomorrow they're at Montreal, which is a huge fucking game because they're only separated by 2 points in the standings for the wild card.
Some crazy reason they're only separated by 2 points right now.
Yes, and tonight, dude, they're gonna beat Buffalo. Buffalo's packing it in. Those fuckers suck every year. Eichel sucks, and they're gonna win tonight. And man, you know you got to get to at Montreal because you could say you could tie and get that loser point, but.
Nah, that's not how you get into
against
the playoffs.
Montreal. No, so we're running it back, dude. Just take the Penguins all weekend. I think, dude, you know, we didn't even talk about it because I was at work. That Flyers debacle outside.
Disgusting. I don't even want to bring it up.
On that game.
Man, I lost a lot of money on that game.
Not even in regulation.
Well, here's the thing. I was watching live. I had them in fucking regulation, and I saw it coming with fucking 3 minutes left, and they were up 2. And I was like, the sad thing, I was like, they're not going to cover this fucking regulation bet. And as soon as they blew it and we're going to overtime, it's that feeling where you're like, you know what? If I don't fucking put this money on them and they win, I'm going to lose it.
Right.
Like
right.
I'm going to be so fucking pissed. And then you put it on them and then they just lose in fucking overtime anyway. So appreciate fucking Pens. Goddamn cunts.
When I saw there was a 4-on-3 and they were up 3-1, I got a little nervous. And then I saw it was 3-2 with like a minute. I'm like, all right.
You can see the downfall coming, dude. You can just see it coming.
And you know, hockey's the only sport you can really like, dude, they're done. They're going to give one up. They don't stand a chance now.
Where you see them just moving around the zone and you're like, here comes one. Here it comes. Here it comes. And they just keep moving the puck, and then 10 seconds later it's in, and you're like, yep, saw that coming.
Yeah, you can only wait. You can only go so long before it fucking just smacks you in the fucking mouth. Yep. But, I like the Penguins. I think they've been playing well, you know, and I wanted to get with that. You know, that Columbus game was a big turning point, I think, because they could have, you know, had that hangover from Philly. Yep. They came out and made Columbus look like the punk bitches that they are. Sergei Bobrovsky in big games is like me on a Sunday hungover. I ain't doing shit, man. I ain't even trying today.
Yep, they should have moved them while it's fucking.
I know. I can't believe they did, but they did. You know, they went and got Duchesne.
Yep, they made some moves, man.
I like the Rutherford pretty much. It was his dude. I'm not making any moves. This is you guys got to do this, and I like that. Man, because I'm
worried about the coaching, but you know, it's too late to do anything about it now. So
I just, I didn't know that we gave up a 2nd-round pick for Brassard, and now look at that. It's like, dude.
Yep.
But I got faith in them because I'm retarded, and like, dude, Duquesne's. I'll put money on Duquesne tomorrow. I gotta quit this shit. Terrible.
They played St. Bonaventure the other night, and I was like, they could win that. Nope.
No, they got their asses kicked.
They got smoked. Dude, I looked at the line and I was like,
4 games they've been down double digits in the second half and came back and won. It's just the Atlantic 10's fucking weird, but I don't know. I like betting on them because it's the only basketball team I like to watch because, it's Pittsburgh and no one really gives a fuck about them. So I enjoy Duquesne hoops. So.
All right, son. Let's go fucking Pens. It's nice to be back. I know. It's nice to do this again.
I'll text you. I know you'll be at the fucking concert, but I'll let you know what's crapping it.
I'm hoping they'll have the game on, and I'm hoping I can get this up before I fucking dip for that. So
it's at 5:30. All right.
All right, brother. Next week.
Next Friday, man. We'll get it done.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace, son.